This voice is taken from an article with the title, How to Interpret Changes in Manufacturing Data on the Economic Calendar, which has been published on TraderTalks.net. Manufacturing data is often of the most important indicators of economic performance. It can provide an indication of how well businesses are doing in the overall health of the economy. This data can be found on the economic calendar, which is a tool used by economists, investors, and traders to track economic events. The economic calendar contains a wide range of data, including reports on manufacturing, retail sales, employment, inflation, GDP, and more. It also includes data from central banks, such as interest rates and policy decisions. By tracking these indicators, it is possible to gain an understanding of current economic conditions and what the future may hold. When interpreting changes in manufacturing data on the economic calendar, it is important to understand the context. Manufacturing data can be affected by many factors, so it is important to consider the surrounding conditions. For example, changes in the price of raw materials, the availability of credit, and competition in the market and all have an effect on the manufacturing sector. In addition to considering the context, it is important to look at the trend over time. It is possible to compare the data from one month to the next, and to look for patterns and changes in production. By looking at the trend, it is possible to gain insight into whether the manufacturing sector is expanding or contracting. It is also important to consider the impact that the data may have on the broader economy. If the manufacturing sector is expanding, for example, it may be indicative of economic growth. Conversely, if the data is showing a contraction, it may be a sign of economic weakness. Finally, it is important to consider the reaction of the markets to the data. Market participants often react to changes in manufacturing data, as it can have a significant impact on the performance of stocks, bonds, currencies, and commodities. By analyzing the price action in response to the data, it is possible to gain insight into the sentiment of the markets. In summary, understanding changes in manufacturing data on the economic calendar is an important part of the process of analyzing the economy. It is important to consider the context, look for trends over time, and consider the impact of the data on the broader economy. Finally, it is important to closely monitor the market reaction to the data, as this can provide insight into the sentiment of the markets.